Liverpool star receives a 4-year contract offer from Bundesliga giant as negotiations accelerate. Newcastle drops important hints about Alexander Isak's transfer on the club's official site after Liverpool's ultimatum. Liverpool in talks to sign a winger for £87 million, a dream partner for Isak. Welcome fans of the greatest and best club in the world. Let's dive into today's news. The Bundesliga club has started negotiations with Liverpool for midfielder Harvey Elliott, offering the 22-year-old a 4-year contract. Elliott is believed to want regular first-team football and is open to leaving Anfield this summer. Jurgen Klopp, now Red Bull's global football director, has also been involved in convincing him to move to Germany. According to Caught Offside, Leipzig sees him as the ideal replacement for Xavi Simons, who is close to a £60 million move to Chelsea. Manager Ole Werner and sporting director Marcel Schaefer have spoken directly to Elliott, outlining plans for him to be a key figure in the club's new attacking line. Liverpool wants £47 million with a buyback clause or £56 million without it. Leipzig values Elliott at around £26 million, but a deal around £40 million could be reached depending on funds raised from Simon's sale. Last season, Elliott played 18 Premier League games, impressing both as a creative midfielder and as an option on the right. He also shone during England's Under-21 Euro campaign, helping the team lift a trophy. Another club interested in Elliott is Tottenham. Journalist Pete O'Rourke revealed how much Tottenham would have to pay to sign the player, but suggested the Spurs may no longer be favorites to secure Liverpool's star. In recent weeks, no player has been more strongly linked to Tottenham than Elliott, who is reportedly seeking more regular game time next season. However, The Times reported over the weekend that Tottenham decided to cancel the pursuit after initial talks with Liverpool. Pete O'Rourke confirmed that Liverpool would reluctantly let Elliott go for about £50 million this summer. The journalist stated that the 22-year-old is on Tottenham's wish list, but that the club is no longer the frontrunner. O'Rourke told Football Insider, reluctantly, Liverpool considered letting Elliott go for the right price. There were talks about £40 million plus a buyback clause, or £50 million without one. Leipzig seems to be leading negotiations with Liverpool for Harvey Elliott. Although Tottenham wants an attacking midfielder and Elliott tops their list, other clubs are further ahead in the race. Leipzig has the advantage of Jurgen Klopp, Red Bull's global football chief, having a good relationship with Elliott. Recently, rumors surfaced that Tottenham might pursue Bilal El-Khanos from Leicester City, but will face strong Premier League competition for the Moroccan player. An important tip about Alexander Isak's transfer appeared on Newcastle United's official website after the player issued a surprising ultimatum. Isak's name continues to dominate transfer rumors as the new Premier League season approaches quickly. Liverpool remains attentive to Alexander Isak's situation after their initial £110 million offer was rejected. Since then, Isak has informed Newcastle he will no longer play for the club and wants to force a move to Anfield this summer. Despite the player's stance, Newcastle hinted at his future by keeping Isak as number 14 in the squad for the 2025-26 season. In a new attempt to apply pressure, Isak left his home in Newcastle, showing his dissatisfaction, which has lasted for over a year. He cites the club's failure to strengthen the squad and the lack of a contract renewal as reasons for wanting to leave. Liverpool plans to make a new offer before the window closes, but there is no set date, and negotiations remain open despite recent news suggesting a second proposal could come within 72 hours. Martin Hardy from The Times reported that Isak moved out of his Newcastle home, intensifying his push for a transfer. He had already withdrawn from the club's preseason Asia tour and trained alone with his former club Real Sociedad, while the main team traveled to games in Singapore and South Korea. Although this move will not force Newcastle to change their not-for-sale stance, it highlights the player's strong desire to leave. Sources close to the situation emphasize the 25-year-old's strong wish to complete a transfer to Liverpool before the window closes on September 1, a story first revealed by reporter Fraser Fletcher. Craig Hope from the Daily Mail commented on Isak's mindset and Newcastle's position on social media. Is Alexander Isak for sale? No. Will he be sold? We'll see. Different questions, different answers. Isak isn't refusing to play because he's for sale. He, his team, and Liverpool know Newcastle tried to sign a replacement. He refuses to play to make sure they don't stop. Meanwhile, Fabrizio Romano highlighted Liverpool's determination not to give up on the signing. He said, "Liverpool is not giving up. They believe Newcastle is very active in the market to sign a striker, because they know Isak won't change his mind. He has no intention of resuming normal contract talks with Newcastle. They remain confident the deal for Isak will happen. We'll watch the story, but it remains a concrete possibility." According to Jacobs, Isak is waiting to see if Liverpool will make a new offer. The Reds remain attentive, but will only make a second proposal if Newcastle gives the green light. The player's future could depend on Newcastle's transfer activity. If the club signs 2 new forwards this month, Isak could still be released. Targets include Yohan Wissa, Samu Agahawa, Nicholas Jackson, and Arnaud Calimundo. Although deals of the scale are complex, the expectation is that if Liverpool makes a final push and Newcastle strengthens its attack, Isak's transfer could still be completed before the window closes. Liverpool is determined to sign Alexander Isak, but is also prepared to explore other attacking options if necessary. According to transfer expert Fabrizio Romano, Bradley Barcola is the top name on the Reds' list. The negotiation for Isak, from Newcastle United, has been long and complicated. The club already had a British record offer of £110 million, plus add-ons, rejected in early August after weeks of intense speculation and reports that the Swedish striker wants to move to Anfield. Currently, the 25-year-old player is frustrated with how the transfer window has been handled and says he has played his last game for the Magpies. With the sale of Darwin Núñez to Al Hilal for around £57 million and Luis Diaz's departure to Bayern Munich, Liverpool is looking to strengthen their attack. In an interview with Give Me Sport, Romano confirmed that behind the scenes, there have already been internal discussions about the possible signing of 22-year-old Bradley Barcola, who has emerged as a young star at Paris Saint-Germain. Barcola was key in PSG's quadruple winning campaign in 2024-25 and is valued at around €100 million, approximately £87 million, with the club planning to offer him a lucrative new contract to keep him. Despite still having areas to improve, he had an impressive season with 21 goals and 21 assists, winning 4 major titles, including the Champions League. Considered a world-class player by Liverpool and Fabrizio Romano, Barcola stands out for his speed and power on the left wing, seen as the ideal replacement for Diaz. Unlike Gakpo, who is more focused on finishing, Barcola is currently the main alternative to Isak, although the possibility of both playing together is also considered. Isak is a complete striker, which could pair very well with Barcola's technical and creative style. Last season, Eddie Howe optimized Isak's game, focusing on his goal-scoring ability, and Liverpool's current coach, Slot, values versatile players who support their teammates, a role Isak can fulfill as a center forward. Barcola has had success scoring goals, but needs to improve his efficiency, having scored 17 goals last season while missing 33 big chances, showing room for growth. Nevertheless, his talent for finding space and finishing, along with good ball control and creativity, indicate great potential. He seems to be the perfect partner for Isak, whose intelligence and off-the-ball movement would facilitate the Frenchman's spotlight. When Barcola eventually replaces Isak, a perfect connection between them is expected, capable of intimidating teams in the Premier League and across Europe. Thank you very much for watching so far. See you next time!